Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that to re-record this because I had recorded this on my computer, but for whatever reason, the mic right here, this Yeti, wasn't working and it didn't capture the audio. So I'm redoing all this. Hi everyone, this is Mekel Kasanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber, content creator, and more. Host of the #1 podcast in the state of Hawaii, the Kasanova Podcast. And I just wanted to say, I hope everyone has a happy new year that's coming up. A lot of you are already in the new year. Here in Hawaii, we're still in 2018. But one of the things I really want to say that I am really happy for, and just to recap for 2019, is the fact that I've had a lot of opportunities this year. I've made a lot of new friends, a lot of new acquaintances. So big shout outs to a lot of people that are really close to me that I talk to offline, outside of YouTube, outside of social media. And that is, I'm going to name them off the top. Avidan Smith, good friend of mine. Another one is Xander Scullion. Really big shout outs to him. Good friend of mine as well. Amazing Lucas. Love that guy. Crazy as hell. But every time he puts up a video, I'm like, what pot is he stirring this time? But nothing but love for my bro, Amazing Lucas. And I've got to make other friends as well. Voice actors. I've had a lot of voice actors on the podcast, the Casanova Podcast. I've had Richard Epcar. I've had Cal Hebert. I've had Dorothy Fawn, Mona Marshall, Gerald C. Rivers. I've had Michael T. Coleman, and it's so amazing that that's not even everybody. I've had Chris Smith. I've had Ed Bosco, and I have even more coming. Even more interviews are coming from the show, and just being able to talk to these people, get to know them, become friends with them. As someone who grew up listening to them portray characters that I'm a fan of, and getting to peer behind the veil of who they are as a beyond just a voice actor, beyond just a character that they're portraying, but being able to just get to know them, to talk story with them, has been truly tremendous. And I love the fact that the Casanova Podcast, effectively all of you have been able to grant me the opportunity to do that. So I'm super, super, super grateful for that, because I had never in a million years would have thought of that. Just 3 years cancer free at this point. That's another amazing thing, that I haven't had any remission or not remission, but any setbacks with that. It hasn't come back. So I'm blessed to have that. And just I'm hungry for more out of life, more than just what I see. So I always want to push myself to go for more, to see where I can go, to see what I can do. And that's just something, that's just how I am, and that tenacity has helped me grow the show, the YouTube channel. I know that, this year we've got about 600 subscribers, which to many may not seem like a lot, but to me, I'm grateful for every single one of you that subscribe and like and watch and comment on my videos, because, this is a hobby. It may not ever become a career. If it does, cool. If not, cool. I'm of the mindset, if it does, it's cool. If it doesn't, just like I just said. But, you guys have really helped me create a new hobby for myself, so I get to be creative. I get to be fun. You get to deal with the, all this traffic noise, and you put up with it for 2 years. So I'm really, really grateful for that. And just the fact that I've gotten to work with video game companies. I've gotten the opportunity to start my own website and do journalistic reviews. I've got to have even the one and only Mr. Mobile from, he's Michael Fisher. He's amazing. Someone I've idolized for years as a tech and content creator, tech YouTuber and content creator and journalist. And, I've got to befriend him while he was out here in Hawaii, and that was mind-blowing. And then you've also got Andrew Rayner, the executive editor of Game Informer magazine. Like, I'm friends with him now, and it's so cool that these opportunities have presented themselves, and it wouldn't have been possible without you guys supporting the brand and everything that we've been trying to do. So I'm really grateful. The Casanova Podcast, the #1 podcast in the state of Hawaii. We've grown tremendously. I mean, millions upon millions of downloads, and I know that doesn't, translate over to YouTube, because what I've come to learn is people like whatever medium that they're on. So if they like listening to podcasts, or if they like watching videos, they're typically going to stick to that. Or if they like streams, and they're just going to stick to that. And you can't force people. People do what they do. Either way, I'm grateful that you guys are enjoying the content, however it's coming to you. Whether I put in a lot of production work, or whether it's just me as I am now, just off the cuff like this, hitting record on my iPad and just going, or my computer or whatever, and just going. I don't, just you guys enjoy it either way. So I'm very, very grateful. Some of the things I'm looking forward to next year, I've got a couple interviews lined up. I've got Haley Joel Osment, David Gallagher. I've got also Ruben Langdon, Johnny Young Bosch, and many, many more interviews coming. So definitely make sure you guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you catch the Kasanova podcast on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and everywhere you can catch a podcast. And, there you go. And it's just up from here. It's really up from here. Projected growth for the channel, for the YouTube channel. I'm at 2,600 subscribers now, going to probably 2,700. I'm looking at growing this month alone. I'm going to push towards, January. One of my goals is to hit over 10,000 subscribers. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, how are you going to do that? That's streaming. Well, you never know until you try. And that's one of the things. I'm always one that's, I'm very much an optimist. I'm all about positive energy, positive vibes. And I believe it can happen. I can see it because I can see it, and I keep that in my head. I know it'll happen. I don't know how, but I know it will happen. And projected growth for the year, I'm looking at shooting over 100,000 subscribers. And I don't have to catch a trend to do that. I prefer to not, copy trends. I know a lot of constant trends have come out recently. You've got the GameStop fiasco, and you've also got the whole thing with the Soulja Boy console, and a lot of people beat that horse to death. And a lot of people wondered why I didn't cover the Soulja Boy thing, and it's because I didn't find anything productive about it. I feed into positive energy. I do not feed into negativity and drama. And so when I see a lot of that, I just step away from it. So, if I haven't responded to any of you, or if I, and this can be anything from political stuff to video games and more, I try to stay away from negativity, because negativity is an energy vampire, in my opinion, and it takes it out of you. And as someone who's been through cancer, one of the things that really helps is to stay positive and keep negativity away from you, negative people, negative situations. And so I avoid that, and so yeah, I know a lot of people I know people in both political spectrums, and a lot of people wonder where I fit. Some think I'm alt-right, some think I'm in the center, some think I'm on the left, and really, I don't care about having a label. I think one of the things that needs to happen is dialogue needs to be open between both political parties. I think there's too much intolerance on both sides, too much dehumanization. I see a lot of things, also as a minority, I see a lot of people, showboating that, if you like black people or trans or gay, LGBTQ, all this, and you'll vote Democrat and you'll get blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, now you're marginalizing me, because now if someone doesn't fit into what you believe to be the standard, then you're not, then my value is low to them. And it cannot be that. Everything is a case-by-case situation. I hate when I see people go on a political tirades like that, because I think if we could all have open dialogue and sit and talk and find out solutions to situations, and things could progress forward. I'm centered, but I lean right on a lot of things, and on some things I lean left. So I guess you could call me a conservative. But I see a lot of vile, vitriol things from both the right and the left, and I just try to stay away from that. I see a lot of things, and I just don't want to. I don't want to be part of that. But moving away from political, as far as people out here in Hawaii, I want to thank Lehua for some, all this noise here and this condo. Yo, you can stop with your moped now. Anyway, I want to thank Lehua Joy for supporting me on my ventures and everything I've tried to do the last 2 years, putting up with me. And I also want to thank Video Gamers Hawaii. So it's going to be Ray, Blake, Keith, Gaming Culture, aka Clint, Zero Hybrid Gaming, and many more, just for just being super cool and inviting me into the community out here for the FGC and whatnot, and just being really good friends. And I expect nothing but success and major growth for Video Gamers Hawaii 808 in the scene out here. Also, Travis Ng, who runs FGC Hawaii up on the Big Island, man. Nothing but blessings and positive energy. Bless up to you, man. Nothing but greatness is going to be coming for what you're doing, man. I believe in it. And just, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. All about positive energy, positive vibes here. And I'm looking forward to this coming year and everything that's coming with it. So hope you guys have a good one. If you're at this point, you've listened to 11 minutes and 43 seconds of my rambling, thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the new year. I'll have more content. I know I haven't been putting up much other than the podcast just because I've been sick this December with 2 different eye infections and going through a fever and flu. But more content will come, more reviews will come, more interviews, more everything. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. And yeah, deuces wow, too sweet, be the elite. And I catch y'all on the next one.